All right, so let's go ahead and dive into some trivia.
Absolutely.
Like I mentioned earlier in the show, we're going to do a little trivia.
Mhm.
There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. Whoever gets either all of them or the majority of them will win the Elliott popcorn bucket right here.
There it is.
There
The
it is.
one, the only, infamous Elliott popcorn bucket.
There he is. There he is. So I'm going to go through a series of questions, and whoever is the first to answer it correctly will get that question, and whoever has the most questions correct wins the bucket. So without further ado, let's dive right in. And the first question is, what year did the Main Street Electrical Parade glow away initially? What year did the Main Street Electrical Parade glow away initially? Now, this was when, remember, this parade is like a cat. It's had more lives than you wouldn't even believe. And there was initially a time when we were told from Disney that this thing would never come back. What year was that? So while we wait for the answer to come in, Dre, without giving away the answer, but like,
sure,
what are your thoughts on this parade glowing away? And here we are again.
Very controversial. Very controversial. People were upset, man. They were not thrilled about this legendary parade stepping off. You know, for indefinitely. But hey, good things do return, and looks like Red Nova's got it. Looks like he does. Looks like that's going to be 1996. And the reason that date's really interesting, just to kind of put a historical spin on this, is remember at that time we had Indiana Jones opening in 1995, and the idea was, okay, well, we want to replace the Main Street Electrical Parade with a new show, that being Light Magic, or Light Tragic as it's been commonly known as. But you had Indiana Jones coming in 1995. Then you had New Tomorrowland coming out in 1998. So that's where they placed it. 1996, you could have the parade go, the electrical parade go down, and the new parade would go in the summer of 1997. And that didn't work out too well, and the rest is history.
All right, here we go. We're going to go to question number 2. What was the name of this dance party that ran at DCA in 2010? What was the name of this dance party that ran in 2010?
I should have had something for this. Maybe next time I'll have like a music or something. But hey, I don't know.
Pay attention, it's showtime.
There you go. Showtime.
Now I got to say, I absolutely loved this particular party.
Really?
This was the first foray sort of into this sort of thing for DCA. And I absolutely loved it. Now, Epic Berserker said Mad Tea Party. No, unfortunately, Epic, that's not what this particular show was, unfortunately. And looks like A's Art got it. Glowfest.
That's it.
Glowfest. A's Art has it. Glowfest. So we got Red Nova and A's Art. Both of them tied. They each got a point.
I remember when this, I believe it was Al Lutz that came out with his article and suggested that Glowfest was going to be, operationally it did kind of end up this way, but it was going to be, hey, while people are waiting for the show, and they were going to do this kind of, I believe they did do a fast pass. That was the first implementation of a fast pass type system for these shows, at least at the Disneyland Resort. While you were waiting, you could take part in Glowfest, and that's what started this whole trend of these these kind of dance parties that you would see at Disney. Now, interestingly, this was not done by Disneyland's entertainment department. This was done by an outside firm, and people still love it to this day. Like you said, OG, this was your favorite of those.
Loved it. Absolutely loved it. The energy with Glowfest was unmatched. They used to have like to kick off the night, like when the sun started to set, they'd have these Bollywood dancers, and it was just so much fun. I loved it. Everyone always talks about electronica, which was great. Aesthetically, electronica was so dope. But I think that like Glowfest was ugly as sin. Let's be honest. It was
terrible looking. Like in the day, it looked really bad.
Really bad. But the energy, I think, is still the best of the dance parties. And obviously, electronica was the best in terms of aesthetics. Absolutely.
Love electronica.
Yep.
Love electronica. I wish they would have applied that to all of Tomorrowland, but say Levy.
Yep. All right. So here we go. This is going to be, let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. Kind of give a little visual. All right. What anniversary was Disneyland celebrating when the Party Gras Parade debuted? What anniversary was Disneyland celebrating when the Party Gras Parade debuted?
This one's an interesting one. You know, I would have trouble with this one.
Red Nova got it. The 35th anniversary.
The 35th anniversary.
Red Nova's on fire.
Woo! Man, nice work. Listen, this was a huge. I mean, people still talk about this parade to this day. This was a huge production. These inflatables were massive, and they just towered over Main Street, and you had this confetti and stuff like that, which was kind of a first for Disneyland parade celebrations. I mean, it was a pretty great time. Interestingly, I think it also featured, OG, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it also featured a very popular character at that time that we don't really get to see that much of today, Roger Rabbit.
It did feature Roger Rabbit. It did. This parade was Red Nova is absolutely correct. It was the 35th anniversary of Disneyland, 1990. So it was fresh off the heels of the Roger Rabbit success in, I believe, 1988. And oh God, I love Roger Rabbit, and anything with him in it is a win in my book. Look at this. This is a celebration, guys. You want to talk? Look, this is the thing. Okay. Look what Disney World is doing right now for their 50th, and compare that to what this is. There's no comparison. Come on, Disney, get it together, man. This is an incredible thing. This is a party. This is a celebration. There's people in the streets. There's confetti everywhere. There's giant balloons. This is a party, a celebration. The 50th for Disney World just feels like,
it's a merchandise event.
Right. Exactly.
Solo effort, solo energy. It really is a shame too. So many years went into that, and that's what you got. And in the case of this, for Disneyland's 35th anniversary, which is a shame.
No, it absolutely is. It absolutely is. All right, so here we go. We're going to continue
Remember when it ran? That's crazy.
Right?
Wow.
Right? All right, here we go. Red Nova in the lead. Next question. What year did Disneyland's current dragon, Infantasmic, make its debut? What year did Disneyland's current dragon, Infantasmic, make its debut?
Now, are we talking about, can I mention the name?
The new dragon.
The
new one.
The new one. It goes by a nickname.
Yes, and you can mention the nickname. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. This is going to be Murphy, right?
That is correct. That is correct. The new dragon. Tanisha Burks. Very close, Tanisha. Very, very close, but not quite. Not quite. Very, very close, though, Tanisha. Oh, and A's Art got it.
There it is.
He got it. We have a tie game here. We have A's Art for 2, and we got Red Nova for 2. Woo! It's coming down to the wire, guys.
Coming down the wire. Look, and you'll remember, folks, that this version of this dragon came out as part of Summer Night-tastic.
Yeah.
And yeah, what they redid Electrical Parade for DCA, and we got the Murphy. I believe Magical also debuted as well during that time period. And look, I will say, all the advertisements featured the dragon. All the promos, all the commercials, everything featured the dragon. And unfortunately, Murphy never made her debut. For as long as Summer Night-tastic actually went along, and it was really, really unfortunate. The reason why, just so many technical issues trying to get that to be consistent. And I guess they also had an accident. That was a big speculation that kept her from being, from debuting during Summer Night-tastic. Really unfortunate, but what we got, everybody. I mean, if people didn't favor Disneyland's Fantasmic before as compared to Walt Disney World, they do now.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was almost unfair.
Yeah.
Like for Disneyland to even get that dragon. It already had the advantage, and then they just mic drop the hell out of it with the dragon. Absolutely insane.
Great stuff.
All right. So let's do our next question. I'm going to actually share my screen. And then I'm going to ask here, what decade did America on Parade premiere? Now, I don't need the exact year. Just give me the decade. That's all I need is the decade. What decade did America on Parade premiere?
To give people an idea about this, this was one of the longest parades that Disney's ever done in its history. And there it is. Oh, I got one for this one.
It's called a salute to all nations, but mostly America.
There you go, right there, right? The America on Parade. This one was huge. And then, yes, it was for the 1970s. I don't know. Okay. I'll just tell you. I was going to put a question in the chat, but I'll just tell you. This was part of the America's bicentennial. Remember, 1776 in the 1970s. Most recently, that was 200 years, and this was a fantastic celebration shared across Disney parks as it existed at that time. The America segment, as far as part of the tag to the electrical water pageant out in Walt Disney World, that's where that comes from, was from the America's bicentennial celebration. This parade, obviously the one you're looking at right here, huge parade. I mean, the most floats, I think, that any parade that Disneyland's ever done, which is a feat because in order to fit it back there where it needs to go up Main Street, that's that's not easy. But also you had America Sings in where previously Carousel of Progress was, and those figures from America Sings still live with us today in Splash Mountain. But Disney went all out for this. Also, too, we just talked about Main Street Electrical Parade, right? The tag on the end of that was inspired by the bicentennial. That's where the America unit came from.
Wow. Interesting. Yeah, there was a huge push for the Americana during that bicentennial, as we see here, like we saw with the float, Electrical Parade. It was a completely different environment than today, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So right now, just to kind of give you guys an update, we have Red Nova with 2 points. We have A's Art with 2 points, and Tanisha Burks came in with 1 point. So no one's a winner yet. We got to keep going. We got to keep going. And I do have another question here for you guys. Let me just go ahead and do that real quick. Go ahead, Ray.
Did we Do we need to come up with more questions?
I actually came up with one while we were discussing this.
Good. Yeah, good. Okay.
You guys are doing a little better than we thought. Like this is actually a tight race. So I'll keep churning them out. As long as you need to go. The first person to hit 3 correct is the winner. Okay, basically. So
yeah.
All right. So here we go. Name of DCA's first parade. The name of DCA's first parade.
Oh, this is interesting. We gotta have some kind of music. I have music from the parks on my phone. I just don't want to get copyrighted, and I don't want the stream to go down. I don't want to risk it.
You know what? Hold on one second. I think Tanisha Burke says, I think Red Nova got it a second before me. And you know what? She's right. Red Nova did get it a second before her.
Oh.
She's right. Well, Tanisha, I appreciate your honesty with that. Thank you. That would make Red Nova our winner. You're absolutely correct, Tanisha. Red Nova is our winner today, folks. But hey, you know what? Just for the kicks, if you can go ahead and answer that.
yeah, go ahead. I think Peter Vasquez got it.
There it is. Eureka. Absolutely. Eureka is out.
That's it.
There we go. Peter, you got it.